Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We have the Charming Charmeleons going up against the BGs in round number 8. It's the second match of round number 8. You have the Volcanion out for the BGs and the Thunderous for the Charming Charmeleons. So let's get the battle started as Thunderous goes for an Ingrain. Interesting start, actually. Pretty good idea. Those are the type of moves you want to use early on, so it's going to get health back every single turn at the expense of not being able to swap out. But these battle swaps don't happen often, so not a bad look at all. Here comes the Thunderous again. Thunder is going to go for a Sandstorm this time. Now that will damage both parties. Neither one of them is immune from the Sandstorm. It's going to be doing a bit of damage. However, with the Ingrain, I believe that is going to be negating the damage from the Sandstorm. So that's pretty good. Here comes a Revenge from the Volcanion. It wasn't attacked last turn, so it's not going to do that much. And there goes the Sandstorm damage. And the effect, of course, doing wonders for the YouTube compression algorithm. It just loves that Sandy effect going across the screen. I'm sure you guys are getting a high quality video right now. There goes the Thunderous with the Cross Poison. Cross Poison landing, not doing a whole lot of damage. Volcanion gets a chance to retaliate as it goes for a U-turn, so it's gonna swap out. Says, I'm not doing enough damage, I'm gonna swap. U-turn actually doing a decent amount. Volcanion's gonna switch out to one of its partner Pokemon. We'll see who the BGs decides to bring this battle with the Azelf. Azelf still will be hurt by the Sandstorm. Thunderous, of course, pretty much not affected. And here we go. Azelf going with a Play Nice. Play Nice gonna lower the attack stat on Thunderous. Oh, but Thunderous has Defiant, so it actually raises its attack stat. That was a bad move on the BGs, not what they planned on doing. Then there goes the Spark from the Thunderous, doing a whole lot of damage. Plus the Sandstorm damage adds Elf about a fifth maybe of its HP. It's not looking great. If you're enjoying the battle, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video so more people can hear about the Metronome Madness League. And of course, I would like to give a special thanks to my patrons for supporting me and the channel. Autotomize from the Azelf. Here comes the Thunderous now. Thunderous gonna go for a Shadow Punch. Ooh, is that super effective? It is. Azelf gets knocked out right there. Thunderous playing very well. That's the first Pokemon to go down. Thunderous still looking pretty good on the HP part. And after the Sandstorm ends, it'll actually gain HP from the Ingrain. That Ingrain's going to stay in effect the entire time. Volcanion's back out on the field. BGs need to come up with a new strategy. One, a big hit against this Thunderous would be huge. They have to get rid of it. There goes the Rain Dance. Thunderous is done with the Sandstorm, but continues wanting to ruin the compression algorithm with now there being rain on the field. Our Volcanion will get a boost to his stab type water type move, so they'll have to watch out for that. There goes an Earthquake from the Volcanion. Oh, Thunderous is done. Super effective. There you go. We said they needed one big move, and that's what they did. It's a good job by the BGs. Now Giratina will be out on the field for the Charmeleons. Giratina versus the Volcanion. Here we go. Lock on from the Giratina. There we go. Volcanion now with a Magical Leaf. Now that's going to be resisted. Not the best move to use. Giratina barely takes any damage from it. I want to switch to Ice type moves here. Here comes the Giratina again. This time with the Fusion Flare. Now that is going to be double resisted. Bad move choice by the Charmeleons. Yeah, that barely does any damage. Looked pretty. but didn't do anything. Volcanion now with another chance. This time it goes for a Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball, not doing a whole lot. There we go, Giratina again. This time it goes for a Fire Play. All the fire moves. I know that the team name is the Charmeleons, but they might want to step away from the fire moves in the rain against a fire and water type Pokemon. It's the worst thing you could do. Volcanion going for the Sand Attack, not a bad idea, I would say, as the Sand Attack is going to lower Giratina's accuracy, giving Volcanion a bit more of a chance to dispatch of this Giratina. We'll see if it's able to do it as Giratina goes for the Power Split. Of course, splitting the stats between them. Here comes the Volcanion now, going for a Cross Poison of its own. Cross Poison, not doing a whole lot, not very effective. The rain's gonna stop here, so no more boost to water type moves, although I don't think anyone took advantage to that. Here comes Giratina. Ooh, the attack is avoided by the Volcanion. Good job. So it takes no damage as it tries to go again. Here comes a miss. BGs are going to want to focus on physical moves now. I imagine that Volcanion is getting low on PP. It's been out on the field for a while. They're going to have to change up their strategy, I would say. Here comes the Giratina again. It's going to go for a Confide. And here we go. A Heavy Slam. Is there a big weight difference? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. That does a little bit of damage. Neither one of these Pokemon are really able to deal out damage. Here comes the Shadow Ball. That is Stab coming from the Ghost-type Pokemon. That'll land. How much damage will that? Finally, a big hit from one of these Pokemon, and Volcanion's in the yellow. Will the BGs retaliate? They go for a Rock Slide. That could be huge. Rock Slide lands. Oof, doesn't do as much as they would want. Giratina's still above half health. Charmeleon's looking pretty good. Here comes the Giratina again with the Whirl. Oh, gonna force Volcanion to swap out. This is the second time Volcanion has swapped. And now you've got the Tornadus on the BGs. Tornadus gonna go first here. An Aurora Veil. That does not work. And Giratina is going to go for a Sucker Punch. Oh, that fails as well. Sucker Punch always fails in Metronome battles, so it's not the move you want to go for. And Tornadus gets to try again. Here we go with an Agility. Okay, so setting up right now. It's already faster, though, so maybe they're just doing that in preparation for the Pokemon following Giratina. Not sure it was necessary, but we'll see what happens. There goes a Night Daze. Night Daze landing, actually doing a good amount. That lowering Tornadus' accuracy as well, which is not what the BGs wants to see. They've got to rely on their Tornadus. Remember, Volcanion has been out on the field for a long time. It barely has any attacks left. There goes the Flatter. One of the worst moves you could do, because it just raise Giratina's special attack stat, making it easier to take you out. Plus, it doesn't receive any negative effects from the confusion. If it hits itself, it does regular physical damage. Why would you raise its special attack? There goes the Magnetic Flux. Ooh, that's gonna fail. Well, if Giratina keeps doing moves like that, the BGs won't have to worry about anything. And here we go, Tornadus with the Electric Terrain. Well, that's out on the field. I feel like they're focusing on the wrong aspect of the battle. It snapped out of confusion almost immediately. So now you just gave it a special attack boost. And it's gonna go for a Flash Cannon. It misses. And Tornadus should be happy about that, because that was probably gonna be really dangerous. Here comes the Tornadus now with a Mud Slap. Levitate from the Giratina makes that ineffective, and Giratina gets a free turn. It's gonna go for Poison Powder. If you can't land a hit, poison the other Pokemon. Not a bad strategy. And it lands, and Tornadus now is on a timer. That timer slowly ticking down for it as its health gets dwindled by the poison. Giratina is probably low in PP as well. Let's see what happens. There goes in a Cell Rock. That's avoided as well. Giratina just can't be hit as it goes forward with an Aurora Veil. Okay, now on the Charmeleon side, they failed their Aurora Veil, but it doesn't matter because the poison is taking effect on that Tornadus. Below half health at the moment. Here comes Tornadus now with a mean look. Okay, that doesn't affect Giratina, and that was dumb. Absolutely stupid. There we go. There goes a Seismic Toss coming from the Giratina. That does land. That does way more than I would expect. Oh my goodness, and Tornadus is almost knocked out by the poison. It's on like 3 HP. Tornadus, possibly its last turn, goes for an Acrobatics. It's a stat move at least. That doing a decent amount of damage. Giratina in the yellow. This is bad because it's going to be all up to the Volcanion on the BGs, and I just don't think they have it. Tornadus gets knocked out right there. And the electric terrain disappears. Right, there we go. The Volcanion's now out. Giratina has to struggle. Struggle's still doing a decent amount, and Volcanion's in the red. Giratina will be knocked out by the struggle next turn or by this triple axle. Super effective. Giratina actually does get knocked out. There we go. Giratina's knocked out, but you have the Reshiram on the BGs. Full health Reshiram against a very low health Volcanion and very low PP. Not so sure the BGs have any chance here. Here we go. Reshiram's going to move first. And it goes for a Size Strike. That might just be it. That might just be the end of the match. There it goes. Volcanion goes down, and it is. Volcanion is done. The BGs lose that match. Unfortunately for them. If you enjoyed the battle, make sure you leave a like on the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel for more Metronome Madness League, and I will catch you next time.